Everything changed but the motivation. City to city, the same song who on the station. Controlling the interest. Look how these kids dress. You cashing them.
Boom! Y'all already know what that means. Welcome to the party. Another Monday night. You know what that means. Monday Night Live. We in the spot. All-purpose podcast. It's about to be some live stuff going on, man. I got some real good news the last few days. For people that we might be able to get come on and tell us a little bit about their stories and all that good shit. So of course y'all know who I am, man. Seven Da Panther, aka the Carolina Hurricane, ridiculous slang, your mama's favorite rapper, aka Pod Strickland, if you getting the point. You know what I'm talking about. And of course, you already know I ain't come by myself. Phantom, what's good, brother?
My name is Phantom the Chef, like a Tribe Called Quest. What's going on? How everybody doing? How everybody doing?
Oh man, no doubt. I'm pretty sure Evan All Mightee will be joining us shortly. But I got to start here. Congratulations to the Yukon Huskies. Right, soon as I said it. Soon as I said it. What up, Ev?
Goody was goody.
Shit, I can't call it, man. Another day, another dollar. Bring down there go. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get to it. I was just giving my congratulations to the Lady Huskies for putting the beat down on previously undefeated South Carolina. I understand what people were saying about Caitlin Clark, and I do get it. I get it. But I got to be honest about something. And I said it then, and I'll say it now. I like the kid from UConn better. I don't necessarily think she's a better player. I just like her better. But Paige Buchers is amazing. Is an amazing all-around basketball player. She has very few deficiencies in her game, and that says a lot. You know what I'm saying? That says a lot. Championship game. The UConn Strong dropped 24 and had 15 boards. Paige Buchers scored 17, had 6 boards and 3 dimes. Fudd chipped in 24. I don't know if I was more surprised by how well UConn played or how poorly South Carolina played. I don't know which one surprised me more. I don't know. Did y'all get a chance to watch the game?
I only saw the highlights.
I could dig it. Yeah,
I was highlights too, but I fell asleep. I fell asleep watching it, and then next thing I know is watching me, and then I woke up and I saw that ass and I said, "What the hell did I miss?"
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that wasn't just a loss. That was an annihilation. Is what that was. They lost by 23. If you could have never convinced me that it would be a 23-point win either way. You know what I'm saying in that game. South Carolina did not perform well at all. They had the only 2 players that scored in double digits both came off the bench. So that tells you something. The starters, both the 2 highest scores in the starting lineup both scored 9 points. So I mean, from what you did get to see of it, do you think do you think it was more a matter of UConn winning the game or South Carolina losing the game?
UConn took it. UConn feels like UConn took it, and South Carolina thought it was going to be easy.
I agree.
And Dawn State looked like she was losing her goddamn mind because they didn't understand. They didn't understand the assignment. Apparently, that's Gino.
Nah, they didn't. They didn't show up.
Gino and Paige Buckets. Paige Buckets and Gino. That's all right.
Now, since we talking about this, right? And Green, I see you, bro. What's going on, family? How you doing? Glad you up in here. I see we got two tapped in with us right now. I don't know who the other one is. Whoever you are, say something in the chat so we know who you is. You asked an interesting question about Gino. If he was the best. That's a hard question to answer. it's a hard it's only a hard question to answer because I mean, what I could say, he's the greatest women's basketball coach ever. I could say that. I could say that definitely. Without me knowing how he coaches, how that would translate to men, I can't say he's the greatest coach. Period. But I could definitely say he's the greatest women's basketball coach. Like UConn's run has been unprecedented, dog. Nobody's been good this fucking long, like that. Like that's crazy. That's insane. You know what I'm saying? UConn been good like 20 years in a row, almost. You know what I'm saying? Like
1985.
I don't know.
He's been there since 1985.
Right.
So let's put this in context. Since we go into the big three, he is one of the big three. So that's Belichick, Saban, and Geno. Now, this is gonna sound really crazy to y'all, but Saban goes to 3. Saban goes 3.
I can see that.
You argue
I can see
Belichick and Geno. Now, here's why I say what I'm about to say. Belichick, one and done playoff system. He's always had to go through it. Geno, March Madness. Anything can happen. You could be done. He's had, 6 or 7 of them championships for undefeated seasons?
Yeah.
And you still had to get down.
What up, Malcolm?
What up, bro? And you still had to get down with Pat Summitt, Dar Staley. Shit, I'm missing people.
Yeah.
This is like, you know what? This is like if I love John Calipari, dog, but John Calipari had teams with talent, should have won more. Geno just had the team with talent and won.
So, and I hate to be this guy because you know I'm a Carolina fan, but the only person that like one of the people that I can say, Geno, what you've done is impressive, absolutely. But I don't know if I put you in front of this guy. I don't know that I put him in front of Coach K. I don't know that I do that. I've seen Coach K win at times when they probably shouldn't have, and that says something. I've also seen them not win a couple times when they probably should have. At a point though, after and again, not a Duke fan, fuck those guys, but at a point, watching Duke play basketball, there was a point in the tournament, I can't remember what year it was. I was watching the play and I was like, they're about to lose this. And they're about to lose it because they're not executing this plan right. The plan's perfect, but they're not doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like they're screwing this up every time they turn around. I don't know, man. I would say instead of a big three, I would probably make it a Mount Rushmore. You could get Geno in there, and you definitely put Nick Saban in there.
I'd say Phil Jackson, man. Fuck that.
So that was my question, though. Are we counting this as college coaching or overall coaching? Because if we only count college, that take Bill Belichick out of the equation.
Yeah, you put Belichick in there.
That take Bill Belichick out of the equation.
Yeah, if you're going into the pros, you got to throw Phil in there.
I'd say so, too. Yeah, as far as basketball, you got to put Phil Jackson in there. Okay. I don't know, man. That's a good question, though, because I might have to weigh it out some more. Because, I mean, I'm not taking anything away from Geno because he coaches women at all. I'm not taking anything away from him for that at all. Because at the end of the day, your women still got to beat the other women on the other side of the court. Either way it go. It ain't no different than two teams of dudes lining up against each other. It's the same principle. You know what I'm saying?
My whole problem with it is if you've been coaching since 85 and you consistently have the best players, you should have the most wins and you should win. It's that simple. You give me the best players. It's the female Duke, man. It's Duke just in the Northeast. That's all. Where you want to go when you play lady basketball if you're going to college. You want to go to UConn because you probably going to get a chip. I mean, just keeping it hot. You're gonna go to the league. You're gonna do something. It's definitely a pathway if you a star player and you go there. So ain't nothing but Duke, So if you get the best players, you're supposed to win. So I expect them to have the most wins. I expect them to have mad chips. Consistently, you consistently get some of the best players. You're supposed to win. That's why we see Duke in the Final Four and see Duke in the Sweet 16, the 8. We see them all the time because they consistently get great players.
I hate them. But yeah, I feel you. So check. Okay, here's my question. While we talking coaching legacies here. So I said I probably wouldn't put him in front of Coach K. He's won enough chips for me to put him in front of Dean Smith.
For sure.
My problem with that, though, the only reason I got a problem with it is and this is this has nothing to do with the fact that he coaches women at all. It has everything to do with there was a time, and it's come back like in the last 5 to 6 years, but there was a window of time where there was like 2 really, really good women's basketball teams and everybody else was just kind of there. That's balanced out a whole lot over time. Not only because of recruiting, but it's just a better caliber of basketball players being trained and put into play. So I definitely put Gino over Pat Summitt. At the time, at present, I have to put him over Dawn Staley. Dawn Staley is an amazing coach. They were undefeated all year until they ran into UConn. So I mean, yeah. You know what? That's something that I think. You know what we should do? Because I like this conversation. I think because most of the time when you look up top college basketball coaches, they only give you men's coaches or they only give you women's coaches. I want to take both and maybe come up with a top 10 of college basketball coaches all the time. We ain't got to do it now, but I'm saying like it's something I'd like to explore because I think the other thing, and my other question in regards to this though, is when it comes to coaches, how much do chips outweigh a coach that wins a lot? They just don't win at all. Do the chip outweigh that? If it just so happened that this coach happened to have, you know what I mean?
That's
like
why you can't say that. You can't say that in Gino's case because you win a lot. You do win a lot all the time, like you're supposed to. So you can't necessarily say wins because he's going to get wins. You consistently have the best women on the floor year after year after year after year. So if it's chips in a league where, like you stated, started off kind of, there weren't a whole lot of contenders. You had 2 or 3 teams here that could be on the floor with them, but we knew we knew Diana Taurasi was going to win. We knew she was. Anybody they put out there that's a star, they're going to win. So yeah, you going to win. You consistently have stars, so
But
you almost have to, Gino, find other comparable coaches that have a system that works for them like that. I guess that's why you can throw Belichick in there because he had a system that worked like that. You get the best quarterback, you surround him with a great line and a good defense, you're going to win consistently. Keep it together and you're going to win consistently. With some good coaching, some great coaching, not good coaching, but great coaching. Put it all together, you're going to win. So I think Phantom got it right. There is that situation. It's that situation that's created that you have to have a 3 kind of like that. Saban had the same thing. Same thing. You consistently getting some of the top high school athletes to come to Alabama. So you're supposed to win, and you're supposed to win a lot, and convincingly, and he did. So I think Phantom got it right. Them 3, they have like a special place. Their situation is ripe for, what they've done. And like you said, hey, you still got to coach them up and win the games. They ain't just going to trot out there and win the games.
In that case, I agree. Phantom had an excellent point, but I still feel like you got to make it a 4 instead of, you can't leave Coach K out of this conversation. You You can't. There's
that's
no
rough.
way you leave him out of
That's
this
tough.
conversation. It's impossible.
Yeah, it's tough.
And I'm saying this as a Tar Heels fan. It's
I don't like.
impossible to leave him
Yeah,
out of this
it's
conversation.
tough.
Greeny said wouldn't, and I mean, they won 7 chips in a row. You know what I'm saying? Like
Bill Russell.
they won 7 in a row, 10 total, 7 in a row. So I mean, John Wooden's up there. I guess.
Yeah, but look what Wooden. See, this goes to the thing also. When you talk about best players, okay, is that just to touch on Wooden? All I got to do is name 2 names with that: Lou Alcindor and Bill Walton.
Bill Walton.
That's enough said.
Yeah.
That's enough said. If you never seen Bill Walton play and the highlights of Bill Walton in college,
He was
and the
cold.
Trailblazers, he was a
Yeah,
cold
he was
motherfucker.
He was cold.
Yeah, cold.
But to Gino's point, it's like he built it that way. That's why I brought up John Calipari the way I did, because I'm like, especially Calipari in Kentucky,
Oh yeah, killer.
Mm-hmm.
he should have more than one.
Yeah, he got one out of it.
Yeah, only got
Yeah,
one.
he should have more than one. So that just tells you, like, talent one thing, but yeah, the shit
Well,
he
you know,
had in Kentucky.
they blame the one and dones on that, but it's a whole lot of other teams that got one and dones to get it done. So I mean, like,
I mean, it's kind of like, you know, having Tennessee, being Tennessee, even though you get 1 or 2 here, you know, you peel you 1 or 2 out, you are in the Jordan era, which is basically UConn. You know, you are around while that's still bubbling. It's going to be tough for you to eke them out. You know, it's going to be real tough. So I think Phantom had it right again. You know, it was just UConn took that. They went out and got that one. You know, hey,
so
we're going
to. Who y'all got in the men's championship?
After what I saw on Saturday, here I'm
going with Houston, man.
Word?
Yeah, I'm going with Houston. Man.
I think I picked Houston too. Yeah, I picked Houston too. Me and Green was talking about that earlier. I think I picked Houston too.
The defense looked right.
Yeah, I think their defense is really good. And I mean, the dopest thing about this men's championship game to me is that both of these teams had the exact same record. So it's not like you got a team that probably might not have supposed to have been here, but they got lucky throughout the tournament. And then another team that's supposed to be there. Now you got 2 teams with the exact same record, and if you watch them play at all, you know they both the truth. So I got Houston, but I think it's probably gonna end. I think Houston's up 10 right now, but it's gonna get closer. I think it's gonna get closer. Florida's gonna fight back. I do believe that. Yeah, Florida's gonna fight back. I'm picking Houston because they sent Duke home.
I knew it had to be that.
I'm picking Houston because they sent Duke home. Oh, speaking of Duke, I know they're not playing right now. What y'all make of that kid? Flag. What y'all make of him? We had a whole season. We done had a whole season sample size now. What y'all think?
I think he'd be a pretty good pro.
You think he's
he'd be
going?
pretty good. Huh?
You think he's going, or you think he stays?
Ooh. Well, he ain't got to rush. There ain't no more got to rush till we get the bag. You ain't Duke.
That part. Yeah.
They gonna knock on the door and drop something on your doorstep.
Oh yeah. And when we run this thing back one more time.
Hurt again, it's a wrap. He need to go on to the league, yo. Go ahead.
We might go ahead and get that big bag,
Yeah, go ahead and get the bag, man. Because you get hurt again, it's a wrap, bro. There's a new you every year. And if it ain't one, they gonna make one.
Yeah, I think pardon me, I was I became more impressed with him as the season went on. In the beginning, I was kind of like, okay, what's the big deal? You know what I'm saying? Because in the beginning, he wasn't shooting very well. He was scoring points. He just wasn't doing it very efficiently in the beginning. But then that's like the same as any transition. Generally, for me, even if you had a rookie who shot really well in college, the beginning of their NBA career be a little different, just because they're adjusting to a lot of other things. Yes, I can score a basket, but the defensive intensity is different. The speed of the game is different. Like I'm adjusting to a lot of shit right now. So that's why you see somebody like Dalton Connect who can really shoot, but he's having to put all this other stuff in his brain and figure it out. So now it's like the shooting might suffer a little while I'm figuring this out. I think that might happen. I think players like him, especially, may fall victim to that. Because, okay, let's think about the track record of Duke. Of course, especially players like him from Duke. You got him, John Shire, Kyle Singler. What's the boy name? He played for, I think he played for Phoenix now. Is that right? Grayson Allen.
Mm-hmm.
All of these, white boys, kind of long, good ball handling, shoot pretty decent, play good defense. Out of all of them, Grayson Allen's the only one that's stuck in the NBA. He's the only one that's got there and stayed. Where's Kyle Singler? How long was he in the NBA? How long was John Shire in the NBA? Like, it didn't work. Grayson Allen just so happens to have enough grit in him. I think that's what keeps him there. He does not mind giving you 145% every single night.
And all 6 fouls.
All 6 of them. All 6 of them. He do not care. Yeah, he don't care. I like that. I like that from him. But I probably would kick him in the face.
If you want to comp him off to something, you want to comp him up to a better Tyler Hansborough?
I say more athletic Tyler Hansborough. Tyler Hansborough
he's more athletic than Tyler.
Unathletic people I've ever seen.
Cooper slick, man. He's slick. Yeah, he's not. He don't have an NBA body yet, of course, but he can score the ball. He's gifted. He's talented. It took me a minute to see it, but he, is his build that gives him the ability to do what he's doing. He just got the archetype to be able to play like that. But he's gonna have to put on some weight for sure.
Green always making me laugh at that shit.
Like Christian
Hope we
Laettner.
don't turn out like Christian Laettner. I'm gonna be honest about something right now, and I hope that none of my Tar Heel fans watching feel no type of way about this. I feel bad about what happened to Christian Laettner in the NBA, yo, because that kid could play basketball.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? And it's weird when because you are who you are and you came from where you came from and you accomplished the things you accomplished, that people just hate you. Like, at a point, Christian Laettner was probably one of the most hated people in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? Like, and nobody understood why. Like, nobody could make sense of it. I don't the Duke thing, maybe, but Grant Hill went to Duke. People didn't hate him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. Christian Laettner was just for the record, Christian Laettner was one of the first NBA players that I know that was openly like, yeah, I smoke. What you talking about? What do you mean? Yeah, of course I do. That'd be ridiculous. So I felt kind of bad for him, man, because he was really good, and I thought that he was going to have a much. Oh, you know what? I think I know what got him fucked. Pause. That Dream Team shit.
Oh yeah,
that Dream Team shit screwed him, real bad. Because the question becomes, why you? You know what I mean?
Young face of the league, man. That's what he's supposed to be, Captain America. Just didn't turn out the way they thought it would turn out.
Nigga forgot to bring his shield.
Yeah, left the shield to do.
You know what's crazy? I just realized something. I had put something in here that I was going, something on this list that I was going to be like, yo, let's do that last, and I can just be like our closing discussion. But actually, something that Phantom said might need to be the one, and I think we can really get into that. So we're going. Fact, if y'all watching, we getting ready to go through some of this shit real quick. Flag is a little overrated, yeah, a little overrated, but he can play for sure. Flag is a little overrated, but he definitely got game. When you put that uniform on, and you can play any, it's gonna be a little overrating going on. Same if you put a Carolina jersey on. But full disclosure, no bullshit. So, yeah, I hate that for them. But I mean, at the end of the day, he got the talent. To stand up to it for the most part. So we'll see what happens. College basketball is about to be done. Yay. I feel bad because I wasn't as dialed into college basketball as much this year. Like, it's been hard for me to be as dialed into college basketball because I can't watch Carolina play as much as I want to. So that's been kind of rough. But
You don't want to.
Say I don't want to. I
I
watched them play Wake Forest. It wasn't pretty.
You
It
saw
wasn't
your
pretty.
boy
No, it
transfer
wasn't
today.
pretty.
Your boy entered the portal today.
I saw that coming.
Yeah.
I saw that coming. Yeah, I saw that coming. It's it's gonna be a while before North Carolina can return to the prominence that they once had. It's gonna be a while before that happens because the difference is now, especially with the portal and everything else happening. It's just like what we're noticing in the NFL right now. The Kansas City Chiefs have incrementally been caught up to by everybody. Like the people around them that have been fighting to try to get it where they at, they've slowly but surely been getting closer and closer and closer and closer. And while they're getting closer, Kansas City seems to be regressing to some degree. You know what I'm saying? I agree, Wizzle. I agree. Transfer portal is out of control. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. They have got to find a way to regulate that. They have to. The transfer portal takes any concept of integrity or loyalty out of the question. You don't have to have it now.
What's commitment? What's commitment all about when you were in high school? What's commitment day all about? It don't matter anymore because he could be gone next year somewhere else. So the whole magic of committing and graduate, going somewhere where you actually wanted to go, and all that's done, man. We commercialized it. It's been commercialized, man.
I don't want to blame NIL for this.
It's already been said.
Mm-hmm. Your low and mid majors are the new JUCOs.
Oh yeah, that's real shit.
Mm-hmm.
And if you notice, with that being the way it is, that like the JUCO market used to be cool. Like it used to be a smooth little. Hey, let me go do my little year or 2 years over here and show I still got it, and then take myself over here and get to it. They don't even got to do it now. So now that realm is going to suffer a little. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That sucks too because I've seen some really good JUCO basketball and football. And I hate to think that the quality of those both of those is going to suffer because of how this is going. Like the money, fuck, dog. This is not a political podcast. It's not a political podcast.
It's true. It's the money, bro. The money did it. The money made it so that it took the hunger out of the game. Oh, I don't like it over here, so I'm not gonna try to improve the situation. I ain't gonna try to bond with my teammates. I'm not gonna try to see who we get next year to see if we can run it back, get better. Nah, man, I'm gonna just go over here where they already stacked, so I can, get me some money, get me a deal. Nah, man, turn it into the pros, yo. You got free agency out here, man.
Man, that's basically college just turned into a free agency. It's like all year round free agency in college.
Just don't have an agent. They just don't have an agent.
They get to do their own thing.
They're just doing their own thing. So
you can hire one though.
Oh yeah, they won't keep you. They won't screw you for that now. Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah,
that used to be taboo.
Yeah, you get your agent, man. They pros already. One and done. One and done when they made them. And I'm glad they made them do a year because the dudes that were coming out of high school were starting to get ridiculous. It wasn't the same caliber of, a Kobe or somebody like that. It started getting different, so.
Oh, yeah.
Done other days we used to see, man, when we saw people 2-3 years in college. They used to be cool, but we'll never see that again.
Oh, yeah.
Who's the player or set of players that's going to say to themselves, hey, we can go build a super team?
You know what? It's one of them AAU teams that's already going crazy that's going to be like, guess what? We can all just go to the same school.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. We already won the AAU national championship. Most of us probably won our high school state championship. Let's go over here and win us a college championship that we can go get the big money. Let's go.
What you think Prom just showed them how to do in college football, man? Prom just showed them what to do, yo.
There you go.
Give them the new
There you
formula.
go.
It's the new. We seeing the new in our lifetime. We get to see it. We won't never see what we saw as kids again, or even as adults. We about to see something. You can bet on games now, dog. You can bet on the games. You can. There's
Bruh.
gambling in the game, bro. So come on, man. You already know what it is.
I want to. I do want to real quick. You know what, Phantom? I'm gonna give you the floor for this. uh,
What I do?
well, actually, we can all add on a little bit. One thing we don't talk about here a lot is hockey. I think we might have talked hockey a couple early episodes, and then we ain't really touched on it since then. I don't know. I don't watch a lot of hockey. I mean, just to be honest, I watch sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the skill level that it takes to play the game. Just the fact that you're ice skating alone is crazy. You're ice skating with the stick, trying to manipulate this puck while these niggas trying to take your head off. So like, I got all the respect in the world for hockey players, man. That shit is crazy. You asked an interesting question though in the chat, in the group chat. What was that? What was that?
Well, it was. Is Ovi since Alexander Ovechkin just broke Wayne Gretzky's record? Is there a debate between him and Wayne Gretzky? Now, for full disclosure, not a big hockey fan, but I do tap in. Been watching Ovi since he got in the league because at one point in time it was Alexander Ovechkin and Sidney Crosby.
Sidney Crosby.
And Ovi couldn't get over the hump, couldn't get out the second round, and Sidney had two before he had one. But I'll ask it this way, though. Wayne Gretzky made you watch hockey, even though I didn't catch Wayne Gretzky until he got with the Kings.
For sure.
And plus, the other thing about Wayne Gretzky that I'll never forget is him, Bo Jackson, and Michael Jordan had a cartoon together. That's how far back I go. If you even remember that. So, him got his chips, got the scoring title. What is it? Is it now the Jordan and LeBron debate? Gretzky versus Ovechkin?
That's basically what it is.
I mean,
same principle all the way across the board. Think about it.
I mean, you can go back in the day to Bobby Orr, Bobby Hull. You can go back to Blackhawks. You can go back.
Eric Lemieux, dope too.
What made Gretzky is that he made it so that players like Sidney Crosby or a player like Ovechkin, even though he's a little bigger, can play the way that he plays. That's what Gretzky did. So that's why he gets the respect. He was a smaller dude. He wasn't doing like Hull. He wasn't doing like Orr. He's not a bruiser. He just outskated you. He outthought you. He had more natural talent for shooting the puck than everybody else on the ice. So, you know, in his prime, he was just a man. You know, that's a generational talent. We saw glimpses of it with Sidney, but he ain't have it like Wayne did. Ovechkin is just like LeBron. He a bull in a china shop, yo. He's going to score a couple times probably. And the thing that I like about Alexander is that no matter what goal he's scoring, they could be losing. He played with joy. Like when he scores, it's like a big thing to him. You know, even to have that many goals, you know, to score is a big thing to him. That's nice to see. Somebody that enjoys playing the game.
Oh man, yeah, I feel that.
I
think Wayne Gretzky made me say, I think watching Gretzky made me appreciate the Gretzky, and there was a couple other people. I can't think of their names off the top of my head, but they made me appreciate the athleticism of hockey. You know what I'm saying? In my brain, for the longest time, hockey was just a brutal sport. You know what I'm saying? But when I watched Wayne Gretzky play, I was like, yo, it looked like if they wasn't out there with him and it was just him and the puck, he would be doing some Olympic figure skating type shit. Like he moves smooth like that. You know what I'm saying? Like he make these motherfuckers look like they are move. Sometimes they look like they skates are stuck in cement. the way he jet around him. I was like, this dude is crazy. How you do that? So I'm watching, and I'm thinking to myself, and this is what Wayne Gretzky, Michael Jordan, Tom Brady, much as I hate to say it, you know what makes them what they are in the eyes of people? Because when you see them do what they do, the first thing you think is, well, shit, I can't do that. I can't do that. That's crazy. That you've been blessed with something that the average person walking this planet just don't have. Gretzky got that. Lemieux had that. And to be honest with you, it's been a minute since there's been a star in hockey. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since it's really been a superstar in hockey. Not just a star, but a superstar. Wayne Gretzky was a superstar. Eric Lemieux was a superstar. The fact that a motherfucker that don't watch hockey know who they are tells you a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's been a minute. So I think it's time. I think the debate is going to probably crank up the more points he scores. It's only going to get louder. And it does kind of turn into a Jordan LeBron thing where cats who watched Wayne and really like appreciate what Wayne Gretzky did are always going to be like, I mean, yeah, that's cool. But like, you didn't see that. Like that. This ain't that. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same thing. I promise you it's not.
Mm-mm.
I say the same
Especially
thing when I argue against LeBron niggas. I'd be like, dog, it's just not the same thing. I'm sorry. And that's not taking nothing away from LeBron James at all. It's just not the same thing. It's not.
Especially when he was playing in Canada.
Okay. Yeah.
When he was playing in Canada, that was like fucking, yeah.
And he was still an Oiler.
He was an Oiler, yeah. When he was playing in Canada, dog, that shit just fucking. You saw the one when you saw the one in Kings. You saw coming out prime, the older King. You ain't see the motherfucker that was in Canada.
He was killing
that
them.
motherfucker in Canada was hell.
Oh yeah.
The name the great one says it all. You just say, man, the great one, like
the great.
That's Gretzky. That's Gretzky.
The great one.
Supremely skilled, Joe. Told you, generational talent, man.
So since we ask you questions that deserve answers, I got another one for you. Oh, before I ask this question, salute to Julio Jones, who finally retired.
Julio
Jones finally retired. 13 seasons.
Fuck you, Julio.
7 Pro Bowls. Julio Jones, yeah, he made life hell for the Carolina Panthers
Fuck you,
for a
Julio.
long time.
Respectfully, I mean this.
Yeah, no
respectfully, doubt. Julio. Respectfully. Fuck you, Julio, but you had a great career.
Salute to Julio, man. Yeah, salute Julio Jones, man. He is he was the 6th pick, 2011 draft. He's a Falcons legend. Career stats: 914 receptions, 13,703 yards, and 66 touchdowns. His yardage is 16th in NFL history. He has the franchise record for the Falcons for catches and yards, just ahead of Roddy White. Man. $1 million question. Boom. Gentlemen.
Yes, Julio's the first ballot.
He's got to be.
Hell yeah.
He's got to be. I don't see how you.
I don't think he'll go on the first ballot.
Bro, I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah.
I can't see a world. I cannot see a world where Julio don't go in first ballot just because.
Was Randy Moss first ballot?
Yes. I think he was.
Yeah, Randy Moss went in first ballot.
Because T.O. was mad that Randy went in first ballot and he didn't.
Yeah,
Randy went first ballot. Julio ain't got no chip, bro.
I don't care.
Julio ain't got no chip, bro.
If you say Atlanta Falcons,
it depends on who he got with him.
Oh, yeah,
it depends who's on the panel with him. Yeah. That's gonna be a big tell right there. Who's on the panel with Julio when it's his turn? He's eligible in how many years now? What's the rule now? 5?
I think it's 5. Yeah.
We're gonna have to line that up. We're gonna have to see who else go in, who's still pending, and who else can go in at 5.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I think he should be first ballot. I don't. I don't
I
know for
think he should
sure that
too,
he
but I
will.
don't think he will be.
I think he should, but I don't know for sure that he will. Yo, Whistle got good questions tonight. I don't think AB is the first ballot. As a matter of fact, I think AB is
I
gonna
don't
have
even
to
think
fight
A.
to get into the Hall of Fame.
I
Yeah,
don't think
He's
he
gonna
gets
fight.
in.
He's gonna have to fight.
he's going to
If he
redeem
goes, he's gonna have to
himself.
fight for it.
He's going to have to
Yeah.
redeem himself in some way.
I don't think he gets in.
Let me see something. I want to.
I don't think he gets in.
Man, I
Bro,
don't.
this
You
is
know what?
like, bro,
Mm,
bro, this is like you say Detroit Lions receiver, Megatron comes to your mind. You say Atlanta Falcons receiver, Julio Jones comes to your mind. What's the question? You say San Francisco 49 receiver, Jerry comes to your name.
the consensus belief for most people is that he has Hall of Fame numbers, but all the other shit is gonna keep him out.
His character keep him out, yeah. All
Yeah.
wilding, especially
Already a
with
member of the
exposing
2010s Hall of
himself.
Fame team.
Hmm?
So he's already the 2010s Hall of Fame team. He's already on that. So I mean, they recognize his accomplishments.
Hey, be an
Now,
all-time great. We all know that. We all know he an all-time great.
yeah, I just wish he wasn't so. God, man. You know what? And as a Raiders fan, fuck AB. But
I was
I just
waiting for that
wanted
to
to
come
put
out your
that
mouth.
out there. I just wanted to put that out there. But nah, yeah, he's definitely one of the one of the best we ever seen do it, yo. Absolutely. But I'm afraid that his antics, um, are gonna cost him dearly.
That's
Um,
how you see Sterling Sharp go in as a stand-up guy, and you see somebody like AB get shut out for not being a stand-up guy.
there you
Just,
go. There you
just
go.
other sides of the coin. You know, Sterling didn't
Yeah,
have a
yeah.
long career, but we can say that he was one of the all-time greats. Watching what he did on the field while he was out there, but just being a stand-up guy, keeping your nose clean, everything good, boom, you end up getting in. Took you a while, but you end up getting in.
If AB carried himself like Julio Jones, there would be no question
Yeah, no question.
at all. There'd be
Yeah, no
no question
question.
because um, I guess the biggest thing in regards to all of that, and I mean we've seen it play out in several different instances, where there may be a player who has the capability of being a difference maker. You know what I'm saying? But there's too much about what they do away from the sport. You know what I'm saying? That's a distraction. There's several people who should still probably be in the NBA playing right now, and they're not because of that. There's several people that's not in the NFL right now, or not being recognized or gaining the recognition that they deserve because of their antics. Terrell Owens was only not a first ballot Hall of Famer because of his antics. Call it antics, call it whatever you want. I think he's just a supremely confident person, and he don't mind telling you that. But it's taken as antics because he's crazy. Aaron Rodgers. Why do you think Green Bay put up with his bullshit all those years? But once they realize, oh, we might have an answer, we ain't got to deal with this shit no more. Bye-bye.
The old saying, just tolerate until they can replace you.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know, man. AB, if you don't get in the hall, you did it to yourself, bro. You did
Yeah,
it
for
to
sure.
yourself. You did it to yourself. Oh, man. Speaking of Aaron Rodgers, what y'all man gonna do, yo? What he waiting on?
I
Christmas?
think he's waiting on that Minnesota thing, though.
Me too.
He might not want to hold his breath on that, yo.
I
He
think he's
might
waiting
not
on that
want to.
Minnesota.
I think he's waiting on it too.
I think he's waiting on that Minnesota phone call to play in the dome, to play with Justin Jefferson, to play with that lineup. I can't waiting on that Minnesota thing, bro. Otherwise, why the hell you holding Pittsburgh hostage?
Right.
What does Pittsburgh do if Aaron Rodgers don't sign?
I guess they give drafts, figure something out. Mason Rudolph.
Call Cam Newton.
He ain't coming. He ain't playing.
Tell him to give us a season. Give us a season, Cam.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Work out Trey Lance. Somebody.
They better do something. I think the Pittsburgh Steelers made the biggest mistake in the world letting Justin Fields walk out the door. I think they made the biggest mistake in the world letting him walk out the door.
Call Joe Flacco, even though it'd be blasphemy to do it.
Whoa, that would be even seeing Joe Flacco in a Steelers jersey will make me turn the fucking TV off. I can't take that. That's crazy. Whoa. Mm-mm. That'd be like seeing Julius Peppers play for the Falcons or the Saints. Nah.
Even though he'd be banned in Baltimore if he ever did that shit. Cleveland, you got away with that because nobody cares about Cleveland.
You better believe that shit. He said, Wizzle feel like me. He felt like me. Mason Rudolph. You said Mason Rudolph almost fell out my fucking chair. Oh my God, yo. Trey Lance signed with San Diego. Yeah. San Diego. Man. I don't know, man.
Wait a minute. Trey Lance is with Harbaugh?
I mean the Chargers. Not San Diego.
He with Harbaugh?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Do he got Alex Smith and Colin Kaepernick again?
Nah, I don't know about that because Justin Herbert is a mean motherfucker now. But I'm just saying, he got Harbaugh. I'm like, Harbaugh will find a spot for you, put you to work.
Oh yeah. Oh no, I'm not arguing with that point because I honestly think, as far as being a quarterback is concerned, that Alex Smith is better than Colin Kaepernick. But you know, Colin Kaepernick had that extra thing because Alex Smith was athletic too, but Colin Kaepernick was super athletic. Like that shit was crazy. But anyway, Aaron Rodgers to the Vikings. I don't think he should hold his breath for that, yo. He might want to go ahead and put his name on that Steelers jersey.
I go to Pittsburgh, man. He need to go to Sixburg, yo. Stop playing.
Yeah. I think he might need to do that and stop playing around. Because if he fuck around too long, now think about something. You mess around too long, and now you're going into any situation where it would be. And I know he was throwing with DK Metcalf, but that's beside the point. Like, as far as running the offense and not running into the walls that they ran into last year, when the offense became stale and stopped moving, you're gonna have to get in there and work with them. DK Metcalf ain't like the receivers you used to playing with at all. George Pickens ain't like the receivers you used to playing with. This motherfucker might stop running in the middle of the route. You never know.
Aaron Rodgers gonna tear that boy a new asshole in front of everybody.
Yes, he will. Now that's the one thing that them receivers ain't had that they need. Both of them. Because DK Metcalf swear he's fucking Godzilla. Okay. Okay, Godzilla. I hear you.
Aaron Rodgers, tear that boy a new asshole. You give up on a route with Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, your ass is grass. And
The thing is, it'll be apparent because of if we see 85% of Aaron Rodgers, even at his age, he has enough arm talent that when you make mistakes, he makes it look like you didn't make a mistake. He can put the ball on you, however, front side, back side, however, it don't matter. They got to catch the ball. They got to learn something, be dedicated, and catch the ball because we're all going to see where the error is. And if it's consistently on those wide receivers, he gonna get on them, yo. They're gonna get something they ain't never had.
I can't right now. You know route running ass.
You gotta catch the ball, man. Be where you supposed to be on time, bro.
They can man, DK. Man, don't get me started on him, man. I'm not. I rock with DK, but I'd be like, bro, you got to be like you. Randy Moss did one thing because he just couldn't be stopped doing it, and he did still do other shit. But I'm just saying, like he's well known for that one thing because you just can't stop him doing it,
Yeah, he's
no matter
fast.
what.
He's tall. Yeah,
Yeah, he's 6'4" and run like a gazelle and jump out the
run.
building.
Yeah, run 4
What you
5,
gonna
man. Yeah, what you gonna
do?
do
You know,
about that?
DK Metcalf is like
One
now he's
season away from
fast.
being a tight
That's
end.
like, yeah. If he eat too much cheesecake next weekend, they gonna have his his ass gonna be playing tight end. Shit. Yeah, man. I fucks with DK, but he really needs to. I need him to hone in on the finer elements of playing receiver. You know what I'm saying? Like go watch some Marvin Harrison tape. That dude was crazy running routes. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't know, man. Watch Julio. Julio's a good route runner and he's big, like you. You know what I'm saying? But I
Shit,
don't
send
know,
him
man.
somewhere where he got to be a number 2. Make him the number 2 and make him run inside routes. This is how you gonna eat. Unless you want to block and be a tight end, this is how you gonna eat, bro. Because he's going to have to learn
No
something
doubt.
as he gets
Hell yeah.
deeper into his career. He's going to slow down. You're not going to be able to use your athleticism forever. You won't. Everybody slows down, bro. So okay, what you gonna do then when you can't just take off on people and muscle people? What you gonna do then?
Exactly. If you can't run the route, homie, it ain't gonna be no use for you at that point. Unless you're gonna be like the when we get down in the red zone, you tall, you can jump here.
Yeah,
You
you
ain't
could
out
be
running
that.
nobody no more. So
You
it
could
is
be
what it
that.
is. Another thing I found interesting. Wizzle, no, we ain't really deep dove into the draft yet. But actually, interesting you said that. Got something we're gonna drop in just a minute. I know Phantom dropped it last time. We'll keep talking about it till it comes, so that way everybody know what's happening. But I found it interesting that Anthony Richardson and Daniel Jones are equally splitting reps with the first team in practice.
What I tell
I
you,
find that
didn't I tell you Daniel's going to be the quarterback, bro? I'm telling you, he's gonna be the quarterback.
yeah.
He's gonna be the quarterback. That's why they brought him in there, yo. He as great a talent as the man is, a physical specimen as the man is. Whatever's up there that's supposed to make you to equal to go along with that, he ain't got it yet.
Nah.
It ain't in there yet. He need to go back in the oven for just a little bit and watch somebody else do it. That's it. If you watch long enough, he'll get it right.
Oh yeah.
They rushed him to the field. He ain't got it yet.
Man. Oh yeah, nah. He's that dude is comedy, man. But it's all good. I'm not like I'm not anti Anthony Richardson. Just like I'm not anti Caleb Williams. You know what I'm saying? I just see shit the way I see it and call it like I see it. That all, you know what I'm saying? The question that you asked in the chat, I know we ain't got a whole hell of a lot of time, but I do want to speak on it. And if those of y'all that's in the chat, if y'all watch other sports pods, y'all will be able to be a part of this conversation too. Or even on TV. The question was posed. Let me make sure I say it the way that it was posed. Are former athletes who do podcasts adding yeast to their resumes? That is a very valid question because the one repeated comment I see on YouTube and other platforms where I watch some of these pods or listen to them, the one thing that is commonly said is, man, the way you talk, people would never know you played basketball. People would never know you played football for real. Like the way you sound like a person that never played or somebody that just watched on TV and don't really understand what's happening. How is it that we understand it better than you? You know what I'm saying? And everybody around you trying to tell you that you ain't getting it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know who else do y'all watch as far as like sports pods go?
I tap in with Gilly. I tap in with New Heights. I tap in Pivot. I tapped in with I Am Athlete. I tap in with a lot of different ones just because I was watching them. You know, a lot of these things started during the pandemic,
No doubt.
and a lot of them have morphed into a lot of businesses. Great podcasts some way. Sometimes some of them motherfuckers be crazy as cat shit. So that kind of tapped me into it years ago.
Do the
Okay.
same. Pivot. I Am Athlete. I'm about the same.
Y'all watch All the Smoke?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that too.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me ask this first thing. Who when you watch these Jones, who the first person to come to your mind when you think about what the fuck is wrong with this motherfucker?
Your boy from Carolina.
Rashad.
Rashad.
Rashad McCants, man. That's not a bad choice at all.
Yeah, I just say Rashad.
That's not a bad choice at all. Sheesh.
Sometimes he sound like you said. He sound like bro, like you played the game, like you made it to the league. But sometimes when he speaks, it sounds like he don't know what he's talking about. Like I forgot who it was. Him and Boogie. Him and
Oh
Boogie
yeah.
Oh
was
yeah.
talking about having that discussion about scoring 30.
Yeah.
How hard it was to score 30 when you the man on the team and you don't have, a stacked roster. You don't have a big three and you the man, how
No
hard it
doubt.
is to score 30. And old boy was trying to tell him that, if I'm the man, I'm gonna shoot, 50 times and I'm gonna get my 30. And he was like, but they're going to game plan against you, dog. If it ain't nobody else to game plan against, you're not gonna get
Yes.
30 every night, yo. And he just could not. He just thought I'm gonna just go out there and just gun and get my points. Nah, it's not gonna work like that, B.
Rashad McCants is okay. Here's the thing. Rashad McCants was a really good college basketball player. Like
Oh, for sure.
he was good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like nobody can take that from him. And I think that there were things besides his play that affected how his career played out in the NBA. I think there are other things that were at play there besides his ability because he could obviously play basketball. But when I'm hoping something inside of me is hoping that he's playing a role. Like they say, okay, Shad, you be this guy. You know what I'm saying? Kenyon Martin is just being him. Like all I've ever known of Kenyon Martin is what I see of him on the screen. That's him. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. This is what it is. I was there. You can't tell me shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Kenyon Martin, I love Kenyon
One of
Martin.
my favorite dudes, dog. Every time I watch him, he's one of my favorite dudes. He just gonna say it the fuck how he feels,
Mm-hmm.
whether
Yes.
you like it or not. And one of the things he said was like, T Morant, sit your ass the fuck down.
Yes.
Sit the fuck
Yeah.
down.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. We'll get to
But
that.
to answer your
We're gonna
question,
get to it tonight,
my
but we can get
recent
to that because go ahead. I'm sorry.
one that caught my eye was the Asante Samuel. Two things caught my eye. The Asante Samuel Deion Sanders one caught my eye, and I was like, okay, we gotta stop this.
They gotta stop.
And then the other one that caught my eye was Pac-Man Jones talking about he better than Devin Hester.
I saw that. I
You
saw that.
bugging.
I saw
And I
that.
was like, yeah, you was a better all-around player because you played corner, but as a returner, nah, partner.
Devin has to play corner too, and wide receiver, and return kicks. Like,
I will say that Pac-Man did run a 4.5 40 at 40 years old, though. It's damn
oh yeah,
impressive. Okay, it's
oh yeah.
fucking impressive, dude. I don't know.
We ain't talking about in 40, dog. We talking about If you telling me right now who you taking for your life, Devin Hester to return the kickoff or Pac-Man Jones, you taking Devin Hester.
You better
Oh
believe
yeah,
it.
to return the kickoff, yeah. To
Yeah,
as an
Punt or
all
kickoff.
around athlete, I'm choosing Pac-Man
I'm
Jones.
gonna take Pac-Man. Yeah, I'll take Pac-Man.
Yeah, I'm taking Pac-Man. That's an
But yeah,
absolute dog, yo.
that was wild. When I heard that, I was like, wait, what? Who said? Because at first when he
Asante
started talking,
Samuel
I didn't know
in
who he was.
prime. Asante in prime. Prime. He went up. He went all the way up to. He went up to the penthouse.
Yeah,
He ain't go at
he didn't
Revis
stop
or
at none of the other
none of
floors.
the other floors. Though he went straight to the penthouse. So
He
okay,
went right there.
okay.
Asante Samuel, wild dude, bro.
A
He is
wild
wild,
boy.
son. He wild. Like I appreciate the confidence, yo. I appreciate the confidence. I'm an MC, of course. I appreciate the confidence, but dog,
I
it,
mean,
like
men that wear gold jackets like Charles Woodson still roam the earth, bro. Like, you got
Champ
people.
Bailey,
You got people
Champ
out here.
Bailey,
You know what I'm
Champ
Jesus,
saying?
Bailey, Darrell Reeves ain't even
Throughout
came
the,
up yet.
yeah,
Hasn't
you
even
know,
come up yet, but that's not even a question. We're not even gonna ask that question. It's gonna be like, yes, Darrell Reeves. And that's it.
yeah,
yeah.
dude, you wildin'. Like
Uh,
I have a hard time. You and Josh Norman about the same to me, bro.
nah,
I
I ain't gonna
to
give him that. I ain't gonna give him that now. Oh, nah.
I'll
I
take
fuck with
Asante
Josh Norman.
Samuel a
you take
time
Asante
before
over
Josh Norman.
Josh?
Josh Norman crazy.
Yeah, I
A
take
Yeah,
him
thousand
over
times.
Josh.
yeah,
Yeah,
All
I
he
take
day, every
solid.
day,
Asante
and
over Josh
twice on
all day.
Sunday.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, twice on Sunday.
That's,
Oh man, nah. Now the one thing I will say is Josh Norman had a run where and you know what's crazy when you think about if people like this is the thing that fuck with me. Okay, when we talk about athletes that podcast and what it may do to their resume or to their legacy, right? It falls right back to the other thing that we were talking about previously, like the antics off the court or off the field are costing these people. You're already off the court or off the field. You've retired from the game. You know what I'm saying? You already took yourself out of that part of the equation. Um, but now you're going to allow yourself in the media space to tarnish your legacy. You know who I think they should have told to stop talking a long time? They should have made Kendrick Perkins stop talking a long time ago. Shh, just be quiet, dog. Just stop talking. Shh. You be saying too much sometimes. And it ain't saying too much like Charles Barkley say too much sometimes. Because Charles will say some shit.
Oh yeah.
Kendrick Perkins be out over there. And I'm just like, okay, I don't understand. Y'all was there, dog. You were at the pinnacle of your sport. You were being paid millions of dollars to do
Mhm.
that. To do that thing. And you did it for a long time.
For a long time.
How is it possible that you have the opinions that you have? Gilbert Arenas sound like a fucking dodo bird sometimes. Brandon
Son,
Jennings too. Brandon Jennings
Gilbert
jumped up out a
Arenas
window.
is like the Cat Williams of sports podcasts. Straight up. I came
I
upon
feel
that
you.
the other day watching him, yo. Like I was like, oh, you Cat Williams. You have the talent. You speak from where you speak from and you sound aloof sometimes because you really do have elite talent. You just crazy.
Mhm.
You were something was wrong with you. But you really do got it. Like suit them up and I'm taking Agent Zero over a whole lot of people. The
Please
skill
believe
set
it.
he
is
knows.
crazy.
Please
But see, here's
believe
the thing: he knows what he's saying, and he knows why he's saying it. It's just you don't get caught up in it. Don't get caught up in it because he knows what the fuck he's doing.
Yep. Yep.
do that.
It's almost like him with that Kwame Brown thing. He's like, I was fake mad. He's like,
Yeah.
I was fake mad, but now I'm mad mad. You gonna tell this motherfucker you couldn't follow the mimic? You couldn't follow the mimic type of shit. Like, yeah, it's all a game of entertainment. It's all
Yeah. Yeah.
Yo, that's wild. That's wild. Yeah,
yeah.
I really wish that they would take a little more I understand that they have to compete with like other media. I do get that part.
Like Nightcap,
But
Nightcap does thing,
they be wild, yeah. They be
Yo, dog,
wild.
I love, hey,
Yo, I
bro,
love Ocho Cinco, man. I love that dude.
I love
He's
Ocho,
crazy.
I love Unc, I love Ocho. Unc got some shit with him. I just be like, Unc, man, goddamn, dog, you
Oh
got
yeah.
some that even I fucking don't got, and I'm a quirky
Oh yeah.
motherfucker sometimes.
He be wild.
He said that he had a line about taking like 4 showers or some shit in a day. I was like, that ain't nothing out normal to me. That's not nothing normal to me.
Nah. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I I would hope. Um, oh shit. You say Gil like Cat Williams. I think that I think you're right in that. I think that Matt and Stacks are setting themselves up to be the next mainstream of that. You feel me?
Oh yeah.
Because they do their thing, but if you think about how they do their show, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they get their cursing off and all that shit, but the way they're changing things up now, the way things are moving, give it 5, 6, 7, at the most 10 years. That cursing thing ain't gonna be that big of a deal. Because
No, it ain't gonna be
everything gonna
that. But
start
I
moving
think,
towards streaming. And once you move towards streaming and take it away from broadcast, it's a whole different game you playing at that point. You know
They
what I'm saying?
need
I
one
think,
more person on that cast. They need to put KG on that cast.
well, now, Vernon Maxwell's on there now.
Yeah,
Man, man.
I like
I
Mad
like
Max.
Mad Max. If they put KG on there with Stacks and Barnes, that'd be because I
I,
love listening to KG. Yo, KG does a great job.
Yeah,
Whenever he's on,
yeah.
yo.
KG's dope. KG's dope. I
but
love
I
to hear him
think you
tell
know what.
stories, man.
But you know what I think happened though. Them Nightcap and them when they clashed over that Cat Wings bullshit, and you could see them Stacks taking them side shots and shit.
Oh yeah.
That shit just fucked them. And then Nightcap keeps going where it's going. It's hard we're on podcasts talking about other podcasts, but these are people we're fans of and we watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Therefore, it's just a
I
part
mean
of the
shit.
game.
If at all possible, I'd love to at some point get one of them to come through and talk to us and chop it up with us on here and tell us a little bit about their journey into this shit, coming out of being a professional athlete in the podcast. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? The wild thing, I think I agree. I agree. Bro, Wizzle says that Gil be tweaking sometimes. He's too focused on numbers. And I think that numbers at times skew a lot of arguments. Numbers skew a lot of arguments because sometimes one of the statements I hate the most in the world is women lie, numbers don't lie. Because they do. Numbers lie like a motherfucker. And I'll use this as my example. John Stockton has the most assists in NBA history, right? There's not a single person that's on this podcast or viewing this podcast who would take John Stockton over Magic Johnson. Not one. You ain't taking. There's nobody that's taking John Stockton over Magic Johnson. But if you judge your point guard off assists, you may make the mistake of thinking he got the most assists. He got to be the best. Not really. That ain't always the case. That's where a lot of the arguments go askew, especially on a show like Gil's Arena, when you have somebody like Gil who's very focused on numbers, and then you have people like Rashad and sometimes Brandon who want to argue something other than numbers, and now they're just talking at each other. Nobody's making sense, and yes, Kenya Martin is in the middle trying to bring everybody to the center. To be like, hey, hold up, chill the fuck out. That ain't how it is. You know what I'm saying? Love Kenyon Martin, man. If you don't love Kenyon Martin, you probably
Something
suck.
wrong with you.
You probably walking around scared in life. Like I'm just saying. I got a question for y'all. I know we gotta get ready to get out of here quickly. So give me your 3 favorite basketball movies.
I'm gonna say Above the Rim. Hoosiers,
Good one.
and damn, I don't know. It's just a couple of them. I don't even know what I'd make my third one, y'all.
Yeah. I was
Above
like,
the
man.
rim, Hoosiers, and damn, that's hard, yo. That's difficult, yo. That's a different. I would say, nah. I'm gonna pick a different genre. I'm gonna say Space Jam, the first one with MJ.
Mm. Mm. Okay. Okay. Ooh, that's a good one.
Basketball movies.
Yeah.
White Man Can't Jump.
Ooh,
Good one.
that's a good one.
Glory.
Yeah.
White Man Can't Jump. Glory Road.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good one.
I think Above the Rim's overrated. By the way, I've always thought that.
It ain't the basketball, it's the culture.
That
Yeah.
part.
Yeah.
Above the Rim. A White Man Can't Jump. Glory Road.
Mm.
Shit. What's the other one? It's on the tip of my fucking tongue.
He got game. Yeah, that was an excellent one too.
Oof.
I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
that's a great
Yeah, I'm
one.
gonna go. He Got Game now. He Got Game grew on me over time.
Yeah, he got game.
I
Yeah.
dig that. Yeah.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Yeah. He got game one of my three. My grandson is wilding right now. Yo, he's crazy.
Oh, I
Cornbread
forgot.
Earl and me. I'll be
Yeah.
damned.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I tell you what, give me He Got Game, give me Uncle Drew, and the Earl Manigault story.
Mm.
Those are my three favorite basketball movies.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh. I forgot about that one.
It's a good one.
Yeah. So let me ask y'all.
Oh,
I'm gonna
let's
just
click.
say
Hey,
some names.
can we get a quick one in there since we went basketball?
Yeah.
Do the
Ooh.
3 football ones then. That's a harder one.
3 football
50
joints.
State Pittsburgh. Where is Bum? Oh yeah, the football shit is a little bit harder because it's some corny ass football movies out.
It really
But
is.
um
I'm gonna say Any Given Sunday is one of them for me. I watch that movie
definitely.
every once in a while. Um, I didn't like Rudy. It was mad corny, yo. Uh, I love the story, but it
No
was
doubt.
mad corny. Um,
Hmm.
Yes, Hoop Dreams does count.
Yeah, no doubt.
damn.
It's a good one, Malcolm. Shoot.
Cornbread Earl. Oh yeah, the program is definitely on there. Remember the Titans program, Any Given Sunday. Hell, I even throw Wildcats in that bitch. Football.
Yeah,
Football.
I say,
And Necessary Roughness just for the fuck of it.
Necessary roughness
remember
is
the
like,
Titans. Yeah, I'm about to say
yeah.
Remember the Titans will be on my list too, for sure.
Oh shit. I think I got Any Given Sunday. Um, Friday Night Lights.
Oh, it's a good one. And I like that joint with your
Um,
boy from Dawson's
The
Creek too.
Replacement.
What was the name of that?
Oh,
Uh,
shit! I just watched it too.
I like that movie.
Uh, I don't want to. I don't want your life. No, I don't want your life. What the fuck is the
Right.
name of the
Oh,
movie?
what is the name of that movie, bro?
Sweeter on it. Billy Bob. Billy Bob. What the fuck is
Billy
the name of that
Bob.
goddamn movie?
Oh shit.
Paul Walker. Paul Walker's in the bitch. What the fuck is the name of that
Yeah.
goddamn movie?
Shit.
It ain't.
You know what's
American's
crazy? I think
our
I just
hero.
Varsity Blues.
That's
There
it.
you go.
That's on my list. I like Varsity Blues.
Yeah. Varsity Blues. Yeah, Varsity
Yeah,
Blues is
good
cool.
movie.
I like did y'all see American Underdog, the Kurt Warner joint?
Yeah, that was straight, man. That
Yeah,
was
I
straight. I
enjoyed
watched that
that.
not too
I
long ago.
enjoyed
That was straight.
Oh yeah, the replacements too. The replacements is a sneaky one
Yeah,
too.
he said
Replaces my shit.
he
Yeah,
said the
that's my
replacement.
shit. I, I think there's probably way more good basketball movies than there are good, but also a part of that too though is there's a difference in football stars and basketball stars, mainly because football players wear helmets,
Yeah, helmets on.
so you know their number, you know the move they did, but sometimes you don't know their face. And so sometimes their stardom becomes an incomplete package. You know what I'm saying? There's certain ones that they'll put in front of the camera enough for you to get acquainted with their face. Somebody like Saquon Barkley, they put him in
But
front of the camera.
Oliver Stone,
Patrick Mahomes.
Oliver Stone did a hell of a job any given Sunday, dog, because he put faces
Yes.
in a faceless industry, and he gave you
Yes.
that. You knew who LT was. You knew.
Playmakers. Yeah, that was a good show. Football
You
joint
knew who
had Omar
LT
Gooding
was.
Jr. in it.
You knew who LT was, but Al Pacino did a hell of a goddamn job. Just like I will Shark
That's what I
LeVay.
said.
Like
Oh yeah, I can give you 3 baseball joints, show. Easy, man. Field of
Uh-oh.
Dreams, The Natural, and A League of Their Own.
Oh,
I'm glad you
mine
said
are
League of Their Own, dog.
I
Because
love that
motherfuckers
movie,
be trying
yo.
to
I love that
motherfuckers sleep
movie.
on
A
a
League of Their
League of
Own is
Their
on my
Own,
list
dog.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, motherfuckers sleep on that shit because it's a female movie, but that shit's still a good ass movie. It aged
Yeah,
like
it's
a
a great
mother. It still
movie.
ages this well.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Mine's is A League of Their Own, 42, and Hardball.
Yeah, 42 is
I
good
love
too.
Hardball. That's one of my
Yeah,
favorite movies in the
yeah,
world, man.
Hardball is
I
good
watched Hardball
too.
like 150 times. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm
I
a
watched that shit
fan of
like
the original
150
Bad
times.
News Bears too, yo. The original Bad News Bears, none of
Back
the
to it.
remakes, yo.
Back
The
to it.
original Bad
Yeah,
News
back to
Bears,
it.
yo. One of my
What y'all think
favorite
about Major
movies to
League?
watch when they come on. That
Oh,
was just
Major
fun to
League.
watch. That was just fun. The first one. The first one.
Yeah, the first one was funny.
Yeah, the
Shit.
first
Yeah.
one. That
The
was a
first and the
joint.
second one was still good.
Oh,
You
The
yeah.
have
second
no
one was still
marbles.
good. Yeah, the second one was still
You
good. The
have
first
no
one, you got no
marbles.
Oh,
more was
yeah.
Joe Boo. Joe Boo, yo. You needed Joe Boo.
Oh God, man! Wizzle, you just ruined any given Sunday for me even thinking about that.
Diddy was
That's some real
supposed to
shit.
He
be
was supposed to be
Willie.
The
Willie
real
Was
shit.
Beamer,
supposed
yeah.
to be steaming Willie Beamer.
Yo, cuz I'm so glad that didn't happen like that. I'm so glad that didn't happen like that. Oh man, that would have ruined that movie for
Oh
me, man.
man.
Oh,
I
that's
wonder
crazy.
if LL
Oh,
would have punched him.
Moneyball, one of my favorite baseball movies. Yeah, I like Moneyball. Moneyball's pretty dope. Oh shit. I mean, we went a little over, but I think we did all right. That's what's up, no doubt. That's what's up, man. Thank y'all so much for rocking with us in the
Appreciate y'all,
chat, yo.
boys.
Bring some folks back with y'all next Monday, man. We having
For sure.
fun. Just so y'all know, we will be. I did say we was going to make the announcement again. Gag him. Gag the kid. Where is it? April. No, wait a minute. I'm bugging. It's May, right? Is it May or April? I can't remember. Anyway, third day of the NFL draft. We'll be going live. Day 3. Analyzing the draft a little. Talking a little shit. So, you know what I'm saying? Talking a little more in depth about how our particular teams did in the draft, what we think we may still be missing. All those good things, of course. If whoever you're a fan of, come to the table, put your team in the chat. We'll look into your team draft picks. We can talk about that too. It's all good. Of course, we'll still be talking about other shit. You know, the NBA still rocking and rolling. OKC and Cleveland still got everybody in the chokehold right now. So, yeah. Salute to my Lakers, man. Get y'all shit together. We I ain't gonna say it, but get y'all shit together. That's all I'm gonna say. Right now, new Sidebars episode out with Ew Po. Available on all platforms, so check that out. It was a real dope interview. Love kicking in, chopping it up with my brothers, man. Panther Politics Podcast, most recent episode, Mysteries and Manipulations, out now, featuring Tiffany and Willie from the Melanin Mysteries Podcast. Yeah, man, a lot of dope stuff going on right now. We're about to keep it moving. Salute to everybody from the network, man. Monster Illicit, Mojo Barnes, P7, Solely Interrogator. We get into it. You already know. We'll see y'all next Monday, man. On behalf of Phantom, Evan Almighty, I am Seven Da Panther. We are All Purpose Podcast. Peace.
Everything changed but the motivation. City to city, the same song on the station. Controlling the interest. Look how these kids dress. You cashing them.